figured to make a video explaining our trans tuning, just a short video of it. So the trans tuning, we send you a device and we tune your transmission remotely. So here's the thing, the 8-speed transmission, one of the worst parts about it is that it falls out of gear on the highway very easily. It drops gears kind of excessively, and then once it drops gears, it doesn't always come back up to 8th gear, especially when you have bigger tires on it. So we've gone through, we've made all the adjustments to that. We've made all the adjustments to wide open throttle shift points, and found the best spot to shift to put you back in the power band. We adjusted all the tow haul to be more appropriate. We added, for those of you that want it, we added downshift braking to the regular driving, which when you're coming up to a stop with a big truck, what's annoying is having to super press on the brakes to get the truck to stop. So what we've done was we added the downshifting, where instead of holding 8th gear basically till you come to a stop, it's going to drop between, it'll go down to 4th gear, and it'll go 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And we're going to play with the sensitivity on that a little bit more. But it helps out big time coming up to a stop, especially now. Obviously, that is part of our trailer mode, our tow haul mode, so that's not really a huge deal for tow haul because it already does it. But we do add it to regular driving as well, just to help slow the truck down. And for those guys with the lifts and the huge wheels and tires and things like that, it'll help out significantly, and it'll save your brakes, and it doesn't hurt the transmission whatsoever. We go through and we do a lot of changes to the torque converter. We add in torque converter overlock, which is 0 slip. We change all of the times and points that the torque converter locks up to make things drive a hell of a lot better. Just overall, the trans tuning isn't needed. The main reason for it is to get rid of the absolutely annoying drivability you get when these things are stock. And a lot of the limitations that the transmission does put on the engine. But I highly recommend the trans tuning. It is beneficial. You do get better shift points, you get better all around holding gears properly, not upshifting too soon, because these are known to upshift way too soon. Put you in like 6th, 7th gear at 30 miles an hour, and then you got to get on the throttle in order to downshift, and that's a pain. Nobody likes that. We have all these gears, why not use them appropriately? So we've gone through and done an absolute ton of work on the transmission tuning for this truck, which is EcoDiesel. We spent an absolute ton of tuning on the 19 Ram with the Hemi in it, because I bought the truck with 37s and it just drove like ass. So we did a ton of tuning for big tires, and then we went into tuning for small tires. And then prior than that, all the 8-speed tuning we did was on the Hellcat. So there's a lot to be had in the transmission tuning, and we are hoping to continue to add new things to it, or changes, or make things special about it that sets us apart from other people. We will be adding in the manual shift mode, though I don't agree with it, but a lot of customers for some reason want it. They want to be able to hold a specific gear, and no matter what RPM they're at, have the gear stay where they select it. So we will be adding that in as well. You know, if anyone has any recommendations or thoughts or things that they would like to see different, feel free to message me, email me, whatever, and I can look into it and tell you if it's something that's a good idea, or if it's something that we feel is an awful idea. We will explain why, and if it's something that you want, we'll still do it, but we'll just tell you, hey, we don't recommend that you do this. We're doing this because you're a paying customer. We will do whatever you want us to do because you're paying for it, but this is the consequences of what can happen by doing that. I know one customer wanted to be able to hold gears, no matter, he wanted to be able to hold 8th gear all the way down to like 1,000, 1,200 RPMs, and all you're doing is you're lugging the transmission, you're putting an excessive load on the engine, and it is just a combination for premature failure. So like I said, the 8-speed tuning has turned out amazing. It is 100% worth buying, and it is significantly better than stock tuning or any other tuning that we've tried on the market when it comes to the transmission. This combined with the torque converter that we are working on trying to get released will make huge leaps and bounds over everything else. So if you like your EcoDiesel, you love your EcoDiesel, whatever, you want to keep it, you want to keep it a long time, the transmission tuning, the torque converter, big things. And then besides that, when we go to the bottom end fix, that is going to be a huge deal, and absolutely anyone who has a EcoDiesel should have it done to their motor to make sure that they don't have to worry about it. Obviously stock deleted truck might not ever have to worry about it ever, but you know, those of us who want more power, we need something that's going to be reliable to take the power. So